One of the main outcomes of the Procure4Health project was a so-called action plan, where we try to develop together with the procurers we have in our community a practical guide of how they could leverage innovation procurement as a strategy to tackle prevalent challenges in health and care. So we identified with our procurers what challenges are that are persistent in their healthcare or in their system, in their organizations. And that was actually one of the first obstacles or difficulties we had, because our community is pretty diverse. So that was one of the things we discussed quite lengthy at the beginning. But what we tried is to develop that action plan as a practical guidance. It is practical, but also generic. And it is generic intentionally because we acknowledge that it has to be localized no matter what. So our procurers in Procure4Health, they took the action plan and then adapted it to their local circumstances. They work in different environments, in different healthcare settings. They are different organizations by nature. So we have hospitals, we also have social care community organizations. And depending on these variables, of course, you have to adapt the action plan. And that could be done by different means. So you could take one chapter of the action plan. We have several chapters starting from sustainability. We have a chapter on integrated care. We have a chapter on digital healthcare and one on precision and predictive medicine. You could pick one of these and adapt it to your local circumstances when you were considering that this is the focus for now and you didn't want to localize all the chapters, but you could also localize everything if you think that this is like equally important for you. We had 2 additional chapters that were kind of cross-cutting to the other topics. So defining themes that procurers, or we think, or our procurers thought actually, what needs to be considered when working on the 4 topics I just mentioned. And these cross-cutting topics were, the first one was value-based procurement and the second one was impactful innovation. So what can be done in order to, how we call it, cross the valley of death. So how to make sure that innovations in the end reach the market and that they not die once the funding is over or the project is over. So that's what we did with the action plan.